Hello, friends, foes, and subbies. Today, I am here looking like a hot mess. Yes, I feel like I look like a hot mess. I went out today and I wore this outfit mainly because I was trying to get people to ask me, where did you get your necklace? Where did you get your earrings? Where'd you get your bracelet? And I had a bunch of business cards to give out. If you guys haven't seen my business cards, I had a bunch of business cards to give out. But nobody really asked me. That's fine. Whatever. I just figured wear your product, and if anybody's interested, they will, ask you. And if you see my shoes, listen, my shoes look exactly like the necklace. Actually, they look a little bit better. I would show you right now, but I'm not going to move from this spot. I wasn't prepared to make this video. I decided to make this video just randomly. The last video that I made, I had asked you guys, what do you wanted me to talk about? I wanted to know your thoughts, but not too many people, requested me to speak about anything in particular. I have one question that I'm going to answer, and it's about mental illness and depression. Mental illness and depression. So, my darling lovely, I'm not going to say who asked me to answer the question, but I will answer to you what I know about this topic in particular. But you know how I am when it comes to music. I feel like I have to listen to music. I have to listen to music when I'm doing stuff. I don't know why. I just do. You guys, it's like music soothes my soul. I got a plane on this. Oh. Jaja bless it. When I love you and you love me, Jaja bless it. At one point in my life, when I was younger, I legit thought I was Jamaican. Even though I'm Haitian, I thought I was Jamaican because the neighbors of who I used to be taking care of back in the day were all Jamaican. And it was a house full of like 12 kids. And I just was like, I'm Jamaican. By connection, I'm Jamaican. We used to listen to this type of music all the time, and this is just me. I love old school everything. Old school reggae, old school R&B. I just feel like I'm an old soul. My lips look pretty fucked up right now because like I was eating some chicken wings and started licking my lips and stuff, so my lipstick don't look too good. But let's get into the topic at hand. Someone was asking me about mental illness and depression. Mental illness, I don't really know too much information about it. I don't. But I will say that I believe that depression is a mental illness, for sure. I'm a depressed person. I guess I'm mentally ill, right? I was raised in a narcissistic home, and therefore I was abused mentally. And by me being abused mentally, it caused me to seek love from just about anybody. If anybody showed me any sort of attention, I took it as they loved me and stuff like that. And I believe that is exactly why I'm in the position that I'm in right now. I'm very gullible when it comes to love. And being that I'm aware of this now, I'm not going to allow it to continue, obviously. But I didn't get the love that I wanted or needed as a child. So I was looking for a daddy, really. In every relationship that I was in, I wanted somebody that was going to love and protect me and just want to see me do good and, stuff like that. And I would get that, but it was never really sincere. It was, to be honest with you, the majority of the time I was taking care of most of the people that I was with. There was a guy that did take care of me financially, took me on vacations, basically opened my eyes to the world. Like, we would travel and do fun things and stuff like that. But at the same time, I would spend money on him. Spend so much money on him. Equally. He would spend on me, I would spend on him. But at the same time, I was always depressed. For what reason? I guess because I wasn't getting the attention and love that I needed. And that stems off of my upbringing, me being raised by abusive people. One person in particular, my mother is definitely not abusive. She's very loving and caring and sweet, and she's an angel. But anyways, guys, what I can tell you about mental illness, my grandmother, God rest her soul, I love her, I miss her. My grandmother was, she was normal when I was a little girl. She was normal. She did everything grandmas do. She looked out for me. She loved me. She fed me. She cooked for me. She did everything. And one day, she just changed. She changed. And being that I was so young, I didn't understand what happened, why she changed. As an adult, one day I asked my aunt, what happened to my grandmother? Why is she like this? And I guess this was a family secret for years. My grandmother is schizophrenic. Well, she was. She passed away 2 years ago. Almost 2 years ago. And she wasn't always schizophrenic. One day, my grandmother walked in on my father and her niece doing something they shouldn't have been doing. And that is what triggered her schizophrenic episodes. I don't know too much details about it, but like I said, when I was younger, my grandmother was normal. She did normal grandma things. She cooked for me. She did everything. But after she turned and became schizophrenic, she was unable to cook and do things for us, her grandchildren. She was just there. My grandfather did everything. My grandfather was amazing. He did everything for my grandmother. He cooked for us. He took care of her. And you know what bothers me a lot is knowing that my father had something to do with my grandmother changing. But if it wasn't him, something would have triggered it. Because I feel like schizophrenia is hereditary. Sometimes I'm scared that somebody will trigger me into, you know, getting into that type of state. But being that I've been through so much and I'm still here, I'm stronger than I used to be. I'm not really afraid that I'll turn into a schizo. I'm not. Because think about it. I was saving money for years. Years. I was in a relationship with somebody that was incarcerated for years. And for years, all I kept thinking about was what it's going to be like when we're finally together. Life is going to be great, blah, blah, blah. It didn't turn out that way. I ended up being with Satan, I guess. And he stole all the money that I was saving for the years. Sorry, that's my girl. She was just texting me to make sure I got home safe. But anyway, it's like things didn't work out the way I thought they would, and that's fine. You know, that is life. Such is life. You know. But after finding out that my son was sick, severely sick, after my son's father walking out on us and, like I said, stealing my life savings, and I thought to myself, I did everything that a partner should do. I was very supportive. I helped this person get a job that paid 3 times more than I did. I bailed this person out of jail with part of my life savings. I did everything, and it didn't trigger me to like become mentally ill or psychotic or whatever. So I will basically throw that out. Like, I'm not gonna be schizo, thank God, because that is a very scary thing. If you guys ever have a family member or a friend that is schizophrenic, it is very devastating to see. This person does not know what they're doing. They don't. And it's scary because sometimes I'm like, oh my God, what if I turn out to be schizo, because I've experienced so much trauma in life that it like triggers it. I'm scared for my life when it comes to that. But being that I've experienced so much, so fast, back to back. And if you guys follow my story, like, I got with this guy, he brainwashed me, he took me for all I got. I had a bad birth. My son is sick. And then he decided to leave me. My car got stolen with all of my personal belongings and everything that was of value to me, all gone. And I still haven't been broken to the point where I had a mental breakdown or whatever, that makes me feel like I'm safe when it comes to that. As far as depression goes, I'm depressed. I am a depressed person. I don't like to admit it, but I am. What can I say? I'm a sad person. Do I want to be sad? No. I smile. I try to bring joy to other people by doing things for them. It brings me joy to do things for people. I give my last to anybody that I care for. So I believe that is what keeps me kind of sane, is doing things for others. So I'm grateful to God that that's part of like my healing and my therapy, is for me to do things for others. If you guys are depressed, one thing that I could give you as advice is to find a hobby. Find something that you love to do, whether it be write, painting, exercising, dancing, singing. You need to do that. You need to do exactly what it is that you were gifted with. Like, you have to use your gifts. That is what's going to ease the pain of depression. I'm telling you. But I will say this though. For the last 3 weeks, I haven't painted. I haven't touched anything. And I'm looking over here at some of the artwork that I've been just slacking on. I have 3 pieces. Now I wish I could turn around and show you. I haven't touched them. I have a couple of pieces in my bag I haven't touched. Why? Because I've been a little sad. But I will say that what eases the pain is me painting. I don't know why I'm not doing it. I don't. You guys, if you're going through any sort of depression, having any types of suicidal thoughts, you feel like the world is just too much for you, please write me. Please. I have an Instagram that I usually do not share. This is my personal Instagram, but if you want to write me, you could write me on Divinely Made By on Instagram, and I'll be your friend. I'll be there to talk to you if you need, because I know what it feels like to feel alone, depressed, suicidal. I know what it feels like. It's not a good feeling at all. At all. But we're still here. I'm smiling right now. I'm making this video. I wanted to touch more on the mental illness and suicide. Was it mental illness and depression? I wanted to touch more on it, but I don't have that much information. I really don't. I know mental illness runs deep. There's so many different types. Narcissism is a mental illness, and I thank God that I'm not a narcissist. I know for a fact that I'm not. Most of the people that I attract are narcissists. That is a top mental illness that can never be cured. It's just a personality disorder. Mental illness is depression. Mental illness, schizophrenia. Mental illness, it just runs deep as fuck. Excuse my language. Sociopaths, psychopaths, that's all mental illness, guys. So, what I can say is Google. Google. I just gave you my personal experience with those topics. Hopefully that is enough for you, my darling, who requested me to talk about this. If anybody else wants me to talk about anything else, let me know. I'm here for you. I am your friend. For real. For real, for real. Because I ain't got no damn friends. Listen, I got friends, but I don't tell everybody everything that I go through. I have friends that I just don't want to bring down. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to bring them down to my level. If I'm sad, I'm not trying to call them about what the fuck I'm sad about. You know what I mean? These type of friends, like today that I was with, we had a great time. Celebration. Birthday celebration. I'm not going to cry to them and tell them that I'm depressed. I don't want to do that. But I come here to release to you guys on YouTube. Whether anybody that knows me sees this type of stuff, I honestly don't give two shits. I know. I don't. I have one life to live. I've been commenting on a lot of YouTube videos and people have been coming to me like in really like negative responses. Like I've been getting a lot of negative responses, calling me all types of names, bitches and everything like that. And I just realized like freedom of speech is just not okay. You can't say anything without somebody coming back at you. So it's like, you guys come on my channel. If you want to talk to me about anything, I'm open-minded. If you want to inbox me personally about whatever you're going through, Divinely Made By. Divinely Made By. Google it. If you don't know how to spell divinely, Google. Talk on a damn, what's that thing called? Ask Siri how to spell divinely. Okay, it's all in one. Divinely Made By. Hit a sister up if you need me. I'm here. There's nobody on my roster at this moment, so you better sign up real quick. Okay? If you need my help, sign up real quick. I'm here for you guys. And hopefully this video doesn't get cut off. It is at 23 minutes. And usually these don't go past 20, so let's see. Peace.